Fort Harrison State Park is the closest state park to my house. It's definitely not my favorite state park, but it's by no means a bad one. Fort Harrison State Park is located in Lawrence, Indiana. If you're interested in checking it out, I'll put a MapQuest or Bing Maps or whatever type of maps I find in the description, so check that out. Now, it's a state park, so like any state park, you're gonna have to pay to get in. You can't go camping here, sadly, so don't try and go camping. You can only go in for the day. So if you go in, it's gonna be $5 per car to get in for the whole day, and you can go in and out. You just get your receipt and you can go to McDonald's or something, whatever you want to eat. You probably shouldn't be eating that, but if you really wanted to, you could, and you can come back and start training some more. The park itself is beautiful. It's not as beautiful as some state parks I've seen that I'm gonna review in the future, hopefully, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. The park consists of a variety of different shelters that people will go to eat lunch and have family reunions and things in, as well as fields and different like play parks set up. In one of the play parks, there's a nice little rocky area also, and like a big slide thing that are pretty fun to mess around on, and you can do some training stuff there. Along with shelters and play parks, there are also paths, though a lot of them are paved or gravel, and the ones that aren't are definitely not rugged at all, so the paths really aren't something you're going to find a lot of natural parkour on, which is really sad because a lot of these state parks have amazing natural parkour. But you can find natural parkour if you leave the path. Like start down the path and then just keep looking to your side, look for little things that, you know, veer off and go into the forest. There's a really good chance you'll find stuff to train on. I mean, it's a forest like any other. Just go and check it out for yourself. There's a couple different types of training you can do here. The first one obviously being natural parkour, if you leave the trail and go off into the forest and start training on trees and stuff. But the other parkour you can do is more traditional style, not really city traditional, but like, you know, playgrounds, because they've got like 3, maybe 4, I don't know, because I didn't really get to explore the entire park. Like maybe 4, I know at least 3 playgrounds that are all pretty decent. I mean, none of them are bad, that you can do some traditional movements on. There's a lot of different precisions and strides to work on. There's plenty of places to work on flips, so you don't have to worry about that. As far as cats go, it's not a really great place to work on your cats, but that's okay because there's still other things that you can work on, and you won't find yourself being bored, I don't think. As far as revisiting the park goes, you may want to revisit it like 2 or 3 times, tops, but I don't know beyond that. There's honestly not a ton of stuff to train on, unless maybe you go into the forest and you just keep going off in different directions every time you come, and maybe you'll find different interesting things back there. I honestly can't say just because I haven't explored every inch of the forest in the couple times that I've been there, though I do plan to go back more and hopefully find more things to train on. But as far as the parks and things go there, and the like picnic tables, you know, it's just standard stuff. There's nothing really out of the ordinary. I mean, it's a little bit exciting when you first get there. There's one little park area that's really nice, and I could see myself training there multiple times, just grinding and working on certain movements and trying to improve them. But other than that one area, there's really not that much. So as far as revisits go, I'd say you'd probably revisit just a couple times. It's not going to be something that you're going to keep coming back to for years and years to come, I don't think. At the end of the day, when I round everything up, I'm giving this state park a 7 out of 10. Honestly, I think that's a tiny bit high because I was going to give it a 6.5 out of 10, but I find myself having a weak spot for state parks, which everyone will see in the future when I do my other state park reviews. I just normally find a lot to do with state parks in the way of training, and I'm a huge fan of natural parkour, but that's just me. As far as traditional training goes, if you're not even into natural parkour, I would still come to this state park if you live in the area or you're driving through. It's a beautiful place, and there is plenty to do, and it'll fill up an entire day, I think, for sure. I just don't know if it'll fill up multiple days. I don't think it's somewhere you're going to want to revisit a ton, though I will because I live right by it. It's $5, so I don't know if I would come back a ton for $5, but come at least once. It's not going to be a waste of your time to spend at least one day there. You'll find some pretty cool stuff, and there's some interesting things to look at and work on that you probably haven't seen anywhere else, at least in one area. So yeah, if you're in the area, come and check it out. I think you'll have fun.